Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about getting more dynamics in your picking. I've got 5 little things I want to talk about. The first point is getting used to the idea of moving your whole hand. So a lot of people have really great picking techniques. You know, you could be really intricate and have hardly any movement there. You've got to get used to moving the whole hand, you know, to make it sound a bit more rock and roll. So something like this, for example. The second thing is get used to moving along the string to get different tonalities. So something like this. As I move towards the neck, I'm getting a different tonality there. This works particularly great for pinch harmonics. The third point is to mix up muted notes with non-muted notes. Let's say you're phrasing. Muting some notes can really add a bit of percussive edge to your playing. And really add emphasis to certain sections. Point 4 is learning to do something which is referred to as raking, R-A-K-E, like raking leaves on a lawn or something like that. And that's when you do stuff like this. So essentially it's like sweeping, using downstrokes to sweep down. The only difference is that you're not actually going to be fretting anything when you do the sweeping part, so it's not like sweep picking in that respect. You're raking the pick through lots of strings that are muted with your right hand. They're muted with your picking hand, right? And then you're just going to get a note at the end that you want to pick. On this case, it's the 15th fret of the B string. So when I get to that note, I want to make sure that I unmute the strings so that note can ring out. So all of these notes up to that point are muted with my picking hand. That's a really common technique, but a lot of people miss it out, and that can really add attitude to your playing. The last thing I want to talk about is making notes sound staccato. That is to say, making them pop out a bit more and sound a bit separated. So if you have, like, let's say you've got 3 notes here, or 4 even. Now, if I was going to make them staccato, I'd kind of do this. Like that. And the way I do that is get used to picking a note and immediately using my picking hand just to touch against the strings to shut it up again. I like to use upstrokes for doing this. I don't know why, I just do. I think it's because when you're doing an upstroke, you can keep the pick against the string and there's less chance of screwing up and hitting the wrong note or something. But you can do the same thing with downstrokes, it doesn't matter. And I actually like to mix up alternate picking anyway, but mute it at the same time. So you can actually use alternate picking as if you were going to do it normally, but do the muting staccato sound as well. And you can hear people like Ritchie Blackmore, Marty Friedman, Uli John Roth do this technique a lot, and it's just one of those things you can do to add more dynamics and really make a phrase stand out. Okay? If you saw the first video in this series, which was 5 common problems with guitar players, or something like that, I called it. This was the very last one, okay, about not having any dynamics in your picking. So I've covered all of the common issues which I see in guitar players, and this was the last one. So hopefully you've stuck with me throughout all of them, and they have given you some ideas to use to improve your playing and kind of eradicate those dodgy areas which are holding you back. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be coming back with more ass-kicking stuff for you, and hopefully you'll still be around for that. So get practicing, and I'll see you next time.